Hello, hey all. Today in this video, I plan to bring about what is happening in currently in the IT industry and how the students who is planning to join the CSE or the students who are already studying in the CSE in the engineering colleges has to plan about their studies. So now a lot of plus two students are giving their entrance examinations like JEE mains, BITSET and other state government entrance examinations, but most of the students and the parents have a doubt like whether to go ahead with the CSE branch or whether they need to look into any core branches here on. So why this doubt has come, like till last year there is no doubt, like most of the people were preferring CSE over the other core branches, and all top rankers are choosing the CSE, which is obvious from the cutoffs from different NITs, IITs and triple ITs we can see. But now with the sudden change with Anthropic Cloud releasing its AI agents in last February, there was a lot of change happening in IT industry, and we see a lot of downfall in the stock prices and all. So we will see go through all these things, and we'll see what is currently happening and how it is going to impact the CSE branch and what the students has to further think about this. So I will start my this video so that it can help the students who are in dilemma whether to choose CSE or other core branches and what to do in future. So yeah, AI agents and the shift in IT services, CSE branch outlook. So what's happened in the last February is that Anthropic, it's an AI based company in USA. It has released its AI agents. AI agents means it's like a team members who can do some kind of work, and what are that agents are doing means they are capable of doing the coding and analyzing the things and automating the workflows. So by this, what is the problem means this kind of work till now it has been human centric. So our organizations, like what are the Indian IT service based companies are there, like Infosys, TCS, HCL, Tech Wipro and Tech Mahindra and other companies, they used to hire a large number of students from the colleges, and they used to train them in handling this kind of work like doing coding, analysis, workflow automation and all. So once this AI agents has come into picture, it will reduce the number of people required to do the same work. And our IT service companies, what how they do the business is they will be hiring a large number of students, freshers or the employees, and they will be billing to the customer based on the head count, and whatever the revenue they generates from that, they will be paying some percentage to the employees and other percentage will be to them, and which will be the profit, and they will show to the stock people, like whoever has been invested in that organization, and that's how they are making the money. But now once this AI agents comes into picture, the organizations will tend to choose that AI agents. The benefit is it will do quickly the work automation, and there won't be any kind of human centric problem, so they will tend to move towards the using the AI agents, which will be more profitable to them, to the product companies who are taking the services. So that's where all the people got panic and they started selling in the services companies. So that's where the stocks, Infosys 7% it has fallen, TCS around 7%, HCL and Wipro. So why I am talking about these organizations means the students who are joining into CSE, they will be students or the parents, they will be thinking of these companies as one of their dream jobs to get into, right? So these jobs, these companies got affected, and by which around 20% of Nifty IT index is nothing but that's an stock exchange where all these IT services companies will be there. Not only Indian companies, it has affected the global firms also, such as Accenture, Cognizant and EPAM, who will have more revenue on the service based projects. So that's where this problem is going to occur in future, where AI will be replacing all these service based things. So I hope you got the what is the problem currently these IT service companies are facing from last 2 months, and why we are seeing this downfall in their prices. So with this, what is there, like how is the industry getting transformed? So till now if you see traditional model, so we will be having a large offshore engineering team. So if you see like TCS, Infosys, all these companies are having like lakhs of employees with them, and they will be billing them per hour based on the project, either $30 per hour or $20 per hour based on their experience and role. Out of that they will be paying some amount to the employee and some amount will be there with the organization. But in future how it is going to change means there will be a smaller teams will be taking the help of the AI agents to do the all the automated kind of work, and there will be high value consulting and AI integration. So what will happen means labor intensive work will go off, and there will be a high value consulting work where like people has to put more their brains and need to do a real task instead of an repetitive kind of work. So that will be the future model. So why Indian IT industry got affected more means we were like our major organizations are mainly focusing on like labor intensive work, like instead of focusing on this high value consulting work. That's the one of the problems. So that's where we faced this issue. So in this what happens means in the old model, so 100 engineers will be doing the coding, suppose. In future what will happen means only 20 engineers will be required with AI agents plus consultants like redesigning the systems. So that's where it will reduce the engineers from 100 to 20. So when it got decreased from 100 to 20, the amount what they are going to get, our IT services companies will reduce obviously. So that's where the investors see that there will be a reduce in the stock price and everybody has sold off their stocks. So that's the industry transformation is happening. So but by this, like, will the IT industry will get affected fully? No, that is not the thing. So what we observed in last 30 years, if you see, uh, here I mentioned like ERP, SAP era, like the people who are in IT industry, they might be knowing. So whenever there is a change, like whenever a new technology wave comes, there will be a massive demand will be there for the consultings. Like SAP is one time, like it's an era, it has come around in like 2000 and 2010s. SAP is a huge one, like where more number of people are getting the jobs. Then cloud migration from 2015 onwards, this cloud migration was at peak. So there were like a lot of massive demand for the people who knows this cloud infrastructure on Amazon or Azure or Google. And then cyber security, that is also had a huge consulting demand. And now this AI transformation, this will also have an even bigger demand for the consultants. So consultants in the sense, not the people who will be doing and coding or repetitive kind of work or some analysis or some documentation kind of work. So those people will not have the demand, but the people who can help in this AI transformations, they will have the more demand. So we need to get ready with the skill set what is needed to do this AI transformations. So that we'll see in the further slides. So what is the advantage for the students who are planning to join CSE? So CSE will still remain the high core branch, and its value is going to increase. So the students who are going to do CSE after some 3-4 years, their value is going to increase far better compared to the current value. So in the current value, you might have seen like some of your seniors or anybody, if you speak them, some of them will say like I learned Java, Python, all these programming languages, but once I joined into company, I am doing some kind of documentation work. You might have heard this one like from some of the people, but that kind of documentation work will not be there. So the people who are doing an CSE, they will be seriously getting into some serious stuff to do. So what is that? So here we'll see AI is not eliminating software careers, but it is changing the type of skills required. So earlier demand is large teams writing the repetitive code, maintenance and testing projects, but now that is not the case. You will be an AI assisted engineer. So you will be working along with the AI. You will make use of AI and you will do your system design, AI integration, high value problem. So what you need to do as a CSE students, once you join into the colleges, don't relax and don't just depend on the curriculum what you are having. Instead, like, you need to improve yourself more on these skills which are required. And the other point is avoid focusing only on coding for service jobs. So this already I mentioned. So you should not be thinking of like only coding, like learning basic Java or basic C or basic Python. Instead, like you need to see like how the real problems will be solved. So like now nobody is going to see whether you are able to create a website like by using an Java or some JSP pages and all. Like instead, like you should go beyond that, right? And number three, focus on skills that AI cannot replace easily. So these are all the core subjects. If you see your core subjects will be there, like data structures, algorithms, operating systems, and computer networks. Till now, like most of them, not at least all, like most of them will be focusing on the subjects only to clear them in the semester, but not actually getting into the basics of this. Like you need to get into the root level of these things, then only you will be surviving much in the interviews and all. And advanced areas like AI, machine learning, distributed systems, cloud computing, cyber security, robotics, embedded systems. So these are all are there in your engineering, like as third year first semester or second semester or fourth year first semester subjects, but you should not study as a subject. So your way of handling this subject should be like an industry oriented. Like whatever you are studying, you need to see like what is the application out of that. Okay, I am studying artificial intelligence, some regressive modeling, like non-linear regression or like a linear regression I am studying. What is that actually mean by, like how it is going to solve the purpose of a solution? So such kind of deep level of understanding is needed if someone want to get a job in this. Otherwise, like if you study only for the passing the clearing the subject, it won't help. Okay. And third one is learn how to use AI as a productive tool. So now most of the people who are in industry, they might be knowing that we have GitHub Copilot and all, like where they will be helping the developers to do and better coding and improve their productivity. So those things and all, like you should get them into your practices itself. Like if you are practicing the Java or the Python as your subjects, you better practice with GitHub Copilot free version, student version. Install that in your system and start practicing that. Then it will give you an advantage. Similarly, like build real projects during your time. At least your resume as a fresher also should have at least 2-3 real-time projects, and you should be good in explaining project end to end, and participate in some hackathons, Kaggle competitions, GitHub projects. Have your own Git repository and load the projects there. It will help you. And be prepared for continuous learning. So the scenarios where the people used to work in 2000 2010 until 2020, it was like a different thing. Like you can learn something and you can work on that for some time. Like there is no need of immediately learning the things. But after COVID, like a lot of things has been changed now. Like every work, like it's not an independent work. Like everything is dependent. Like a lot of APIs and lot of interactions need to be built for any application developer. So we need to keep on learning the new things. So like who the student, like the person who wants to do this much of work, for him it will be good to join the CSE branch. But in case if he sees like he cannot spend or he cannot do this much of work, then it is not advisable for a person to join the CSE. Why means now, to be frank, there won't be any organizations which will be coming to an college campus and will be hiring in the hundreds. It will not. Like it will hire only 10 or 20 people based on the skill set, like what the people are having, right? So that's why like you need to be prepared well. And here the advantage, like along with this hard work, the advantage what you are seeing is, like let me explain it with an example. So till now what is happening means a large service company, say it will come for a campus and it will be hiring hundreds and 200s of students, 300s of students at a time, and they will be paying around like 6 lakhs per annum on an average. So if you see in total for 100 students, 6 lakhs per annum, it's a 6 crores per annum. But now now onwards, they will not be hiring 100 students at a time. Instead, they will go for the 20 candidates who are like very good at skill set, and they will be paying the same 30 LPA. And they will be paying the same 6 crores per annum, and that will be divided among 20 candidates, and it will be 30 LPA. So the student who is getting an 6 LPA previously, now he is a potential to earn 30 LPA. But the number of students who are going to get placed will get reduced. So in the coming years, if you see the placements, the placement percentage will get reduced, but I see that median average salary or the average salary who got placed will be more. So that will be the structure. So students like who are like ready to do focused work and eager to learn more on AI and eager to develop themselves, they can join the CSE, and it is having a very good future. In good future and good prospects are there, so you can still consider like joining the CSE, but you need to put on this hard work. It is not like that I got into some IIT or NIT and I will just do playfully for the 4 years and finally I will go for placement, and then I will try to see like with my academics 80% 90% academics what I have in my 10 plus 2, that and all will not help you. Like you need to do some real projects and you need to show some real value in your resume, then only it will be more helpful for you. So please plan yourself based on this. I hope like this is useful for you. Yeah, if any doubts or any clarifications needed, like please mention in the comment points. I will try to address, and let me know if on any of the point you want to know more. I will make an separate video. Thank you.